Chief guest Mr. Christopher, spokesperson at the US Embassy in New Delhi, distinguished guest Dr. Kalinga Senaviratne and the chief spokesperson, veteran journalist, radio broadcaster, media analyst, and an international communications specialist, Ms. Sudha Gandhi and Mr. Raja Chaudhary, Ms. Babita Popli, Mr. Shekhar, my colleagues, and very dear students. It's a pleasure welcoming you all to the second day of Orientation Day ceremony of India Today Media Institute. It's a day of Diksha, meaning initiation. It's a ceremony in which a guru initiates a student into their teaching. It is said that the process of Diksha allows the disciple to blossom in their spiritual development. Please put your hands together to welcome the new batch of India Today Media Institute, our very budding media professionals. And this is the 17th batch of ITMI, which we are welcoming. The very strength and source of inspiration, Dean and Director of ITMI, Dr. DJ Pati Sir, is having 27 years of experience in the field of communication, brand management and corporate communication, consumer insight, and media planning. Having experience in various verticals from corporate to academics in many reputed establishments and institutions. He started his career with UNICEF-funded project for CDD Watson program on public health and sanitation. Subsequently, he moved to DDB Mudra Advertising and developed many strategies in brand building and Marcom for Samsung, Singer, Usha Lexus, Shaw Wallace, and Indian Railways. He was a National Fellow in Communication and was awarded with prestigious National Fellowship from Government of India for his doctoral work on tribal and media from Ministry of Tribal Welfare, Government of India. I now request Dean Sir to kindly welcome the gathering.
Good morning to all of you. It's a great privilege to meet you all on this special occasion. Today, ITMI is starting with a special lecture series on the eve of your orientation program. And I'm quite glad and very privileged that today we are having as a chief guest Mr. Christopher Alms, spokesperson, US Embassy, New Delhi, and Dr. Kalinga Senaviratne, one of the veteran journalist, radio broadcaster, media analyst, and international communication specialist with us. My esteemed colleague from ITMI, Madam Babita, Mr. Manish, Professor Abhishek, Madam Joya, Mr. Anand, and Mr. Ranu, and Mr. Dominic, and Ms. Shivani, Mr. Ramender, and Neelam Ma'am. So, indeed, it's a great privilege to have you amongst us. And today, we will be discussing and talking about the new paradigms of international communication sphere, including the cross-cultural communications part. And you will be listening to two of our distinguished guests. I must also compliment Madam Sudha Gandhi, who has been a great source of inspiration for us. Consistently, last 7 years, I have been fortunate to getting her help in getting many distinguished speakers from government of US and the US Embassy in India. My heartfelt compliments and thanks to Mr. Raja Bhattacharya, who is also part of the US Embassy media team, and distinguished other guests, and colleagues from admin, HR, and production, engineering, and camera, and all that. So today is the day where your first classroom learning process will start with this special lecture, and you will be learning about the perspectives, especially post-COVID era, how the media has shaping up one of the pivotal tool for communication and information facilitation purposes, and bridging the gap between the information haves and the information have-nots. We have been noticing last 3 years, despite the global impact on COVID, media has consistently performed their role and tried to communicate effectively on the mitigation strategy and preparedness on the COVID part, vis-a-vis also bridging the gap between many countries, constituting to the ethos of global village, think globally, act locally. In the era of cross-cultural communication, global media and the Indian media are collaborating for opening new opportunities and the path of excellence so that the media could serve the society as a whole. I am very, very delighted to have our guests with us, and I'm quite eager to listen to them as well. However, my thanks to our Chief Operating Officer, Madam Purva Misra, to initiate the entire proceedings, and my thanks to all our senior mass comm students. They have been part of the host team and helping us for last 1 week. And compliment to each one of you again, joining India Today Media Institute, and also my sincere regards to all your parents through you. They have been the consistent support and helping us building good institution and in the media verticals in our country. With these words, I request all of you to listen to our great speakers and process through today's program. Now I'm handing over to Madam Joya. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for those words of wisdom.